So in this video, we'll talk about the Calvin AI page. So this is a page where you chat with the artificial intelligence, and as you can see, it's powered by ChatGPT. Um, and it's very important to read the disclaimer. So I'm just going to read it to you, and then you can reread it. So the content provided is for informational purposes only, and is not intended to substitute for professional medical advice or treatment. It is important to be aware of the limitations of AI technology. Never disclose confidential information, patient information such as name, health card number, or phone number. Use the information with caution and remember that you are professionally responsible for your patient's care. The EMR system declines any responsibility for outcomes arising for the use of AI by healthcare providers. Okay, so we all agree that AI is just for you, it's just a help for you, but you're fully responsible what you do with your patient. Okay. So you can type here your message, and either you type or you dictate. This by clicking this, this gives you access to your the microphone of your computer, and then you can just dictate. So let's say you type a message and Calvin AI will answer you just as if you were in ChatGPT. Now, we all know that the answer you get from AI depends on the prompt. With the right prompt, you get the right answer. And so that's why here you have pre-made prompts, templates, that will help you get the best answer. So for example, uh, you want to know about a medication, allopurinol. So see, you click here, the template comes here, and then you just add the medication. So here, I'm a physician. So it's important to let AI knows that you're a physician. Otherwise, you're going to get an answer geared towards patients. So please detail all the necessary information about this medication, include chemical name, commercial name, potential side effects. Is it safe for pregnancy and lactation? The packaging and price in Canada, and write a typical prescription. So you have this. You can modify this if you want, and then you click, and you will typically have the answer you want. Here, potential side effects, and you see the medication commonly sold under the commercial name Ziloprim. So all these side effects, um, the pregnancy information, category, category C by the FDA, the packaging, how many milligrams, and the price, and a typical prescription. Now, if you want, you can just click here, copy to clipboard if you want to export this information, or you can just copy here. You know. So that's one example. But another example for if you say, oh, this patient has this symptom, I don't remember how to do it. Um, how should I do the physical exam for the following symptoms? Um, so, for example, aphasia. Patient doesn't talk properly. You click, and these are all the questions you have to ask the patient. And this is how you have to do the physical exam and the possible etiologies, ischemic stroke, brain injury, hemorrhagic stroke, etc. Um, okay, so it really helps you. It's like reopening your books if you don't remember, if you forget something. And I would say one last example. No, two more examples. Uh, for example, the latest research summary. You want to see, okay, what's the latest on the multiple sclerosis? Okay, so these are the new things about MS. Uh, here, and you have the reference. Another thing, advances in disease modifying therapies, novel biomarkers, etc. Okay, so another thing is, let's say you have You have those templates. And you say you're not. You say, okay, well, this is not the latest of the latest. I want to submit this to, let's say, another AI than ChatGPT. I want to submit it to Gemini, or I want to submit it to Copilot from Microsoft. All you have to do is copy this prompt and then go to, say, Copilot, and then do it here, and Copilot will answer. You know, it might be a different answer. That's a variation of AI. So uh, it's up to you which one you want to use. By default, we have ChatGPT because as of today, it's the best. Um, but you can use any other AI, any commercial AI or non-commercial AI. And last one is, for example, like you want to translate. You want to translate. See, say, hi, how are you? So I mean, you don't have if you don't have Google Translate. You know, hi, how are you? Um, uh, where does it hurt? And then you go to you submit, and here it translated for you. So I cannot certify that this is the right translation, but most likely it is. I mean, I don't read Chinese, but um, there's a very good chance that's the right translation. You can do like any language. So these are the uh, pre-made pre-filled languages. You can add another language if you want. You just copy the prompt and then change the language. You know. So for example, in French, you know, from English to French or French to English. Hi, how are you? For example, uh, where does it hurt? And there you go. It translates in French. Uh, so yeah. So because I read French, I'm sure 100% that's the right translation. Okay. So this is Calvin AI, and then I would recommend if you ask a question and then continue and you want to continue on the same topic, just keep asking. But if you change the topic like we did, it's better to start a new conversation so that Calvin AI does not take into consideration what was discussed before. Yeah. And as you can see here, we discussed with Calvin AI. There is absolutely no information from the patient, just all generic. So there's no breach of confidentiality. Be very careful. Do not include any patient's name or a phone number or address or anything that can identify the patient to Calvin AI. First, it's not needed, it's not useful, and it's a breach of confidentiality. All right. So that's Calvin AI. In the next video, we'll talk about the billing and the new patients.